Hey, like I said before, I got your back at the pay-per-view, just in case Triple H or Randy Orton try to get involved again.
Hey, I really appreciate that. You've been such a big help, which is... I hate to ask for another favor, but would you be willing to show me the calf crusher?
I don't know, man. That's kind of my thing, you know? Can't be giving out all my secrets just in case we have to face each other again someday.
Look, I need help if I'm going to beat Cena in this submission match. I mean, I'll get down on my knees and beg if I have to.
Oh my... Stand up. I'll show it to you.
Awesome. I owe you one.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll settle up at some point.
I'm sorry for how you've been treated by Triple H, but unfortunately, there's not much else I can do to help at this point. Yeah, tell me about it. He's still holding one against me from 5 years ago. Anyway, good luck in your submission match versus Cena. Avoid the STF at all costs.
Singles action is up next. You're not going to want to miss this. Taking on some tough competition. Let's do it. This is an amazing opportunity for Buzz. Just look at what a victory over Cena did for Kevin Owens when he first arrived in WWE. He went on to become Universal Champion. I agree. If Buzz is able to defeat Cena tonight, it could catapult him to a whole other level. None of that matters because I heard Buzz was begging people backstage to teach him submission holds. That sounds more like a man who's going to catapult right into a brick wall. Just an awesome shoulder tackle. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting. John Cena is starting to take some deep breaths in there. He needs to create some space and find a way to get back on the offensive.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in the ring with.
Clothesline! He's inflicting some serious pain here. He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool. Clothesline!
And look at the quickness by Cena.
Great offense by John Cena. He's not looking like himself here. He looks to be a little surprised right now.
The good news for him is that his opponent's offense is likely packing a little less of a punch, considering all the damage he was able to inflict earlier in this match.
Oh, man.
Nice move.
Uh-oh, look at this. Oh, boy. One move after the other. It's devastating.
In the corner is not a good spot to be.
Pure power. Now Buzz has Cena in the calf crusher.
A move he obviously learned from AJ Styles.
He did it. Buzz has made John Cena give up to the calf crusher.
I never thought I'd see that happen. Unbelievable.
For everyone who thought Buzz didn't belong in this spot, he proved tonight. Kurt Angle, now he's seen it all tonight.
Despite Triple H's best efforts to impede your progress, you have accomplished amazing things on SmackDown. I've been so impressed that I think the Raw audience also deserves to see what all the buzz is about. So that's why I've negotiated with Daniel Bryan, and we were able to agree on a special one-time trade, sending you to Raw immediately.
Well, I can't believe it, but the Raw GM has spoken. Buzz is headed for Monday night.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
I wish I could say good riddance, but we'll be right there with him.
There he is, Raw's newest superstar. I was impressed with what you were able to accomplish on SmackDown in such a short amount of time. Kind of reminds me of, well, me.
Well, thanks, Kurt. I hope there are no hard feelings that I didn't initially sign with you.
None whatsoever. We're just lucky to have you here on Raw now. So what's your plan tonight? Going to sit back and get a feel for things?
I didn't get here by sitting back and waiting for something to happen.
No, I guess not.
You'll be seeing me out there sooner than you think, and in a very big way.
We are gathered here tonight for a very special occasion. To celebrate a milestone that only the most successful television programs reach. This is the 100th episode of Miz TV. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. Show some respect for the moment in history you are witnessing. Do you know the kind of blood, sweat, and tears that go into making a production like this week in and week out? No, you don't. Because you've never made one episode of anything, let alone 100. Now, in honor of this achievement, I put together a special documentary recapping the series' greatest moments that I'd like all of you to watch for the next 10 minutes. Please, turn off your cellular devices and enjoy the show.
Apparently, this is what Buzz meant when he talked about making a big debut on Raw.
This is unbelievably disrespectful to the Intercontinental Champion. But from what we've seen in the past from Buzz, I'm really not surprised.
Hey, maybe he wants to congratulate The Miz on making it to 100 episodes.
I doubt it.
What the hell do you think you're doing interrupting my 100th episode celebration? Answer me, damn it!
There's your answer.
And now the Miz Taraj quickly join in on the fight.
It's 3-on-1.
Skull-crushing finale.
Buzz's big debut on Raw certainly didn't go as planned. Welcome to another edition of TV's longest-running weekly episodic television program, Monday Night Raw.
Hello, I am Elias. I've got one question for everyone here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias? Now, last week we had a newcomer arrive on the scene and challenge The Miz. He quickly learned that in WWE, if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. And when I say WWE, I am referring to the WWE that stands for Walk with Elias. We got a new guy here named Buzz, who got beat down by The Miz. If you ask me, it's only a matter of time before he's out of the biz. He drives around in an old crappy van like a homeless man. He reminds Elias a lot of all you dirt poor fans.
I never thought I'd be happy to see Buzz, but if it's to interrupt Elias's music, I would welcome an earthquake.
Seems like Buzz isn't a fan either.
Okay, I think I speak for everyone here when I say we've heard just about enough. Well, other than that atrocity of a song, I don't have a problem with you. Yet. But I do have a problem with The Miz after what he and his so-called Miz Taraj did to me last week. So, Miz, I'm calling you out right now.
Buzz must really want to get beat up 2 weeks in a row.
First off, Elias, I want to apologize for your beautiful acoustic set being interrupted by this simpleton who obviously doesn't appreciate art or culture. He did it to me last week, too. Second of all, Buzz, I don't care what you do or say. You're not getting a shot at my Intercontinental title. But since it seems like you're dying for a fight, I have another idea. How about you face the Miz Taraj in a handicap match tonight?
You know what? Sounds good. In fact, why not add Elias to their team too? Then I can beat all three of them and show the WWE Universe what a fighting champion is supposed to look like.
You are dumber than you look.
I second that.
Coming up next is a tale all about the odds. Get ready for a handicap match.
We have a real fan favorite taking on an imposing force.
These superstars are chomping at the bit, especially the ones with the numbers on their side.
This is it. Handicap action is underway.
Guys, unless there's some sort of minor miracle that takes place here, we're about to witness a complete massacre.
Throughout his time in WWE, Elias has demonstrated an ability to defeat up-and-comers and veterans alike, sometimes with a sixth string on their back.
Look, there's no doubting Elias's ability inside the ring. I just wish he'd take up something like making model airplanes instead of live musical performances, if those qualify as such.
There are certain superstars who are synonymous with handicap matches. Of course, there's Andre the Giant, and more recently, Braun Strowman. But I don't think I've ever seen anybody in more handicap matches than Big Show, guys.
I couldn't agree with you more about what you were saying earlier, Michael. It seems like Big Show has been in dozens, if not hundreds of handicap matches. And believe it or not, let's say he won the majority of them.
Yeah, but I can tell you one he didn't win. How about on SmackDown back in July of 2008 when he was forced to take on MVP, Vladimir Kozlov, Shelton Benjamin, and the Great Khali? Though I don't know if there's a man alive who could have turned back that foursome.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
Clothesline! Uh-oh, look at this. Oh, boy.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back.
To Corey's point, handicap matches are an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned in any way, whether it's by one, two, or even more competitors, can result in serious injury.
Or in the case of Braun Strowman, you can be outmanned and still somehow be the one delivering the injuries. I mean, he is absolutely unbelievable.
He delivers a hard clothesline. Elias getting put in check here.
To be expected, though. It's not like he's in there with a slouch, guys.
He may very well find himself on the wrong end of this decision if he doesn't come up with something quickly.
We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years, and one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7-on-1, but John Cena was able to take Darren Young out of the equation when he injured him the week prior.
Well, you know what? He should have kept taking Nexus members out, because even without Darren Young, the Nexus was able to accomplish their goal that night, defeat John Cena.
Flattens him with a clothesline.
I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win.
Perfectly executed. Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. And he also made quite a name for himself competing in battle royals, as you would suspect, seeing as he's well over 500 pounds.
I think my favorite Andre the Giant Battle Royal moment came at WrestleMania 2 when he last eliminated both members of the Hart Foundation to walk away with the win. There was no getting him over that top rope that night, fellas. Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
Clothesline! And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
I remember that Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
When this guy's on, look out.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way. Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
You'd better hope his stamina lasts.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
What does Buzz have in store?
You gotta believe this one's over. Will Buzz be able to continue?
I doubt it. There may be no coming back from that slam, Cole.
He tackles him to the ground. That's how you move up the ladder here in WWE. Seems to be, guys, like we're just moments away from seeing the finisher, which could obviously put this match on ice. From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
The finisher could absolutely end this match, Michael, as you were saying, but it's not a guarantee. Sometimes it takes 2 or even 3 to get the job done, and even then, it's not a sure bet. A la Randy Savage versus the old...
My colleagues may have harsh opinions about Elias's musical talents, but I see Elias as a man who's just born to run all over WWE.
And with a handicap match like this, things are bound to get out of hand.
The human body can only absorb so much of that. He's displaying classic offense here. He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while. So damaging. Elias forced to play defense here. Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
The important thing is that he doesn't overreact here. He's taken on a little bit of damage, but it's nothing he can't overcome.
By the looks of things, I don't think he expected his opponent to be as motivated as he clearly is here tonight.
He slams him down with authority. There are certain superstars who are synonymous with handicap matches. Of course, there's Andre the Giant, and more recently, Braun Strowman. But I don't think I've ever seen anybody in more handicap matches than Big Show, guys. Buckle bomb! The clothesline finds the mark. You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
I couldn't agree with you more about what you were saying earlier, Michael. It seems like Big Show has been in dozens, if not hundreds of handicap matches. And believe it or not, I'd say he won the majority of them.
Yeah, but I can tell you one he didn't win. How about on SmackDown back in July of 2008 when he was forced to take on MVP, Vladimir Kozlov, Shelton Benjamin, and the Great Khali? Well, I don't know if there's a man alive who could have turned back that foursome.
His signature slam. A mammoth slam right there, guys.
We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years. And one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
The officials should be all over this. It's got to be over now. That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7-on-1, but John Cena was able to take Darren Young out of the equation when he injured him the week prior.
Well, you know what? He should have kept taking Nexus members out, because even without Darren Young, the Nexus was able to accomplish their goal that night, defeat John Cena.
Oh, I think this man means business. Spine buster!
I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe. Tough situation to be in right here.
Yeah, you have to think this is not going to end well. This is some great offense by Curtis Axel.
Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. And he also made quite a name for himself competing in battle royals, as you would suspect. Seeing as he's well over 500 pounds.
I think my favorite Andre the Giant battle royal moment came at WrestleMania 2 when he last eliminated both members of the Hart Foundation to walk away with the win. There was no getting him over that top rope that night, fellas.
Curtis Axel with the offense.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure. He's inflicting some serious pain here. I don't know how much more of this he can take. Things are looking dire for Buzz.
Oh, my.
All but over. Yeah, so this, I would say, is a perfect blueprint for how not to win a handicap match. I hope the guys at the Performance Center are taking note.
To Corey's point, handicap matches are an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned in any way, whether it's by 1, 2, or even more competitors, can result in serious injury.
Or in the case of Braun Strowman, you can be outmanned and still somehow be the one delivering the injuries. I mean, he is absolutely unbelievable.
This is what makes him so dangerous. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Cover here.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, somehow.
How'd he do that? Looking for an opening for that finisher, it seems, and that's a smart move. Just hit the finisher, get the win, and get out of there.
DDT! A sickening thud as his body is driven to the mat. I'll be shocked if that's not it. Clearly on a mission here.
But can he follow up here? That slam just brought this entire arena to its feet.
Work is being put in by Curtis Axel. Anytime a superstar sees an opening for their finisher, they got to take it, as Byron was saying. Elongating the match not only gives your opponent an opportunity to get back in it, but you're also running the risk of injury anytime you're in the ring longer than you have to be.
Yeah, but sometimes you just enjoy beating somebody up, especially if you're in the ring with somebody like Saxton.
Oh, my goodness, crushing it. That's what they call me, the hot shot. Well executed. I can't tell you how many victims have suffered the same fate. So damaging.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
That's a great example of teamwork right there.
I remember that Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
Using all his power to drive him to the mat. There's no recovering from that.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
What incredible impact on that move. What's Curtis Axel about to make happen?
Running, swinging neck breaker. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
You're going to want to see your internist after a slam like that.
You got to think about using the finisher here pretty soon, I would think. Just pick up the win and move on. There's no need to keep this thing going longer than necessary.
And his elbow finds the mark. Good point by Byron earlier. If there's an opening to execute the finisher, you got to take it. The last thing you want to do is let your opponent hang around for no reason. I can tell you, bad things happen when you do that. If you don't believe me, just go back and watch Skip versus Barry Horowitz from 1995.
I remember that like it was yesterday, Cole. Instead of putting Horowitz away, Skip thought it would be a good idea to do some mid-ring push-ups. As you were saying, the decision ultimately came back to haunt him.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He's going for it all. One move after the other. Incoming.
Just go for the finisher already. I don't understand the delay. The objective...
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
Warm up the bus. This one is over.
I think...
This thing is getting more chaotic by the moment.
Uh-oh. The Miz gives Elias his guitar.
Buzz gains control of it.
And he nails him with the guitar.
That'll do it.
Here's the cover. Does he have him here? There's one. There's two. He got him.
What an incredible victory.
Buzz somehow overcomes the odds.
Somehow, he cheated.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be... Buzz is here on Raw to continue his quest for the Miz's Intercontinental Championship.
Don't think I haven't noticed the impact you've made on Raw already. In fact, if you can beat Bo Dallas tonight, I don't care what Miz says. You've earned a shot at his Intercontinental title. And speaking of looking out for you, if Miz attacks you during the match, you'll still get your title shot. Wait, who says I'm not a good GM?
Even if somehow you get past me tonight, you don't have what it takes to be Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I think you need to actually have visited another continent to be Intercontinental Champion. Florida's not a continent, right?
No, I don't think so.
But it's surrounded by water. I thought that's what made something a continent.
No, you're thinking of an isthmus. Hey, you know what? It's none of your business what continents we visited. All I care about is embarrassing you tonight.
Keep an eye out for a receipt coming your way.
for the broken guitar, if you get my drift.
I really hope you win tonight and get your title match with The Miz. You'll be the first...
Up next, we have singles action. We have a real fan favorite against Bo Dallas.
Gonna settle the score.
Reiterate what's at stake here. If Buzz can defeat Bo Dallas, he'll earn a shot at Miz's Intercontinental Championship.
And keep in mind, per Kurt Angle's decision, if The Miz interferes on Bo's behalf, Buzz will still get his title shot.
Why doesn't Angle just hand Buzz the Intercontinental title? I mean, he's giving him every possible advantage.
I believe the goal is to make sure it's a fair match without involvement from The Miz.
Well, after this match, you and Buzz might be Bo leaving otherwise.
Buster! This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Here's a cover. 2 count and a kick out.
It's going to take more than that.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. That'll slow Bo Dallas down a bit. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid here.
I know it's somewhat early still, but this could be a pivotal point in this match, guys. Let's see how he reacts here.
The shoulder block. This one is over. That hurt! What is it that Bo Dallas can do here for a physical and psychological revival at this juncture? And at this point, how much more does he have to give?
He's really starting to look fatigued here, guys, and when that happens, your whole body starts to give out on you. He's going to need to be careful here.
Wow. He has to be disappointed in this.
Wow, he just slammed him with ease.
Incredible!
And the instinct from Bo Dallas on display. Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way. And the instinct from Bo Dallas on display.
We may very well be seeing the finisher here very shortly, guys, and when that happens, you can bet this one's going to be over.
Clothesline! Clothesline! I'm with Corey. I suspect the finisher is on the horizon, and given how impactful that move has been as of late, I'd say there's almost no coming back from it.
You're right, Michael. It seems like that finisher has become more and more impactful with each passing week, if that's even possible. This might be it. Cover! 1,
Hooks the leg. Kicked out at 2.5.
I thought he had him.
Wait, what's Miz doing? What the heck?
Why would Miz punch Bo Dallas?
Wait a minute.
The Miz is a genius. Since he hit Bo, Buzz got disqualified and doesn't get an Intercontinental title shot.
The Miz found a way around Kurt Angle's stipulation. I guess you have to give him credit for that.
Buzz is obviously upset about how all this transpired.
Tough night for Bo Dallas.
He'll be fine. And besides, he won the match.
I'd hardly call that a victory.
Yet again, The Miz finds a loophole to avoid defending the title.
I know. I'm just as frustrated as you are.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I'd like to give you your title shot anyway. But unfortunately, I just got off the phone with Triple H. And he said that since Bo Dallas technically won, you don't get to face The Miz.
Triple H can just overrule you like that?
Unfortunately, when push comes to shove, he can. And I'm not surprised that he did, given your history with him.
All right, well, if Miz and Triple H are refusing to give me an opportunity, then maybe I need to make my own.
Opportunity?
No. Title. I know a guy who can help me out.
You do whatever you think you need to do.
Hey, Cole. I need a favor. It's short notice, but you did such a good job making the titles for BCW that I wanted to see if you could make me a custom title for me to use on Monday Night Raw. Fine. I promise to call you more often, not just when I need something. All right, I'll email you some design ideas, but one thing I do know is that my title will only be defended in Thanks, man. You're the best. Yes, I still have the lucky keychain you gave me. All right, I gotta run. Thanks.
Just so you know, I still would have beaten you tonight, even if Miz didn't accidentally hit me in the face.
Yeah, it was a total accident.
We're not
brainwashed.
Yeah, we have minds of our own. Stop doing that. You first. No, you first.
It must really suck to think that you have everything going your way, only to have someone who's better looking, more famous, and more talented outsmart you in the end. Triple H has spoken. Thanks to me, you lost the match and your title shot. Are they bringing back the Divas title?
Ugh. I can't believe what happened in your match with Bo Dallas. Somehow... You're offering me a chance to make Miz and Maurice look like even bigger idiots? Yeah, I'm in.
I'm The Miz. And this is my lovely wife, Maurice. Say something to the audience, Maurice. That was wonderful, honey. You truly bring so much to the table and are certainly not just window dressing whose sole purpose of being in WWE is to follow me around from town to town, ironing my weird Matrix cloak dress that I wear. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. When my right foot goes in, your right foot goes out. When my right foot goes in, you shake it all about. You do the stupid Miz dance and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Because I'm The Miz, and I'm awful.
Since apparently our GM either thinks this is funny, which is impossible, or is just not paying attention to his own show, I am this close to dialing 911 to report 2 counts of aggravated character assassination.
Whoa, Miz. Sasha and I were just having a little bit of fun out here. No need to go overboard. I mean, besides, you didn't even let me get to the best part. Other than showing everybody how big of a goof you are, the whole point of tonight was to debut my new singles title. You see, since you refused to give me an Intercontinental title shot, and then Triple H backed your little scheme with loser Bo Dallas, I was forced to make a title of my own.
You created your own title? Wow. What do you think this is? WWE 2K19? This is real life. It's not pretend time. You don't get to make up your titles. In fact, this is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. And I've seen your matches on the indies.
You want to talk about pathetic? I think someone who refuses to defend their title, that's pathetic. Because even though this championship is brand new, it already holds more value than yours because I'm not going to hide behind it. I'm going to defend it against anyone at any time.
All right, champ. I have someone you can defend your made-up title against. Someone who's still waiting for payback for a broken guitar.
Like I said, anyone at any time. But you didn't give me a chance to explain that my title has some special conditions for how it must be defended.
What do you mean? Like the matches can only be held in high school gyms? Or there can't be more than 200 people in attendance?
Not exactly. My title will only be defended in no disqualification matches.
We've been waiting a long time for this. The championship is up for grabs right here, next. We have a real fan favorite taking on some tough competition.
Nothing like a championship match.
Believe Buzz just sprung this title match stipulation on Elias. It's completely unfair.
I actually think it's kind of nice to see Buzz pull one over on his opponents for a change.
I agree. We're so accustomed to seeing Buzz at a disadvantage. Finally tonight, he gets a match on his terms.
I thought broadcast journalists weren't supposed to be biased, but I guess I was wrong.
Clothesline. think this man means business. Exploder! He's inflicting some serious pain here. A knee drop delivered.
So precise.
And it's Elias floundering some. At this point, it's all about how he responds and potentially rebounds.
I wouldn't call for the medics just yet, Cole. He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
A big fight feel inside this arena here tonight for this huge championship match. And so far, I'd say these competitors have brought their A games. Elias covers. And the champ kicks out.
Still seems a little early. You're absolutely right, Michael. This arena is electric right now. And I think part of it is their desire to be part of history. I think they're all anticipating a title change here tonight.
Cool your jets, Saxton. Let's not go crowning a new champion just yet. There's still plenty of match to go here.
You have to think that's it. Oh, he's able to reverse it.
A lot of people are saying the champion has never looked better, but that doesn't mean we can't see an upset here tonight.
Spinebuster! Oh, I think this man means business. Nice move. As Byron was talking earlier about the champ being a heavy favorite here tonight, I couldn't help but think back to the night Santino Marella defeated Umaga for the Intercontinental Championship in 2007. I don't think there was a person alive who thought Santino had even a sliver of hope.
Yeah, including Santino himself. But hey, as the old saying goes, anything can happen in the WWE.
That'll rearrange your face. What?
Believe it or not, fellas, some people are speculating whether the champ should have to defend the gold against what some are calling inferior competition here tonight.
The human body can only absorb so much of that. Trying to put from what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries. Buzz with the easy kick out.
Not yet.
Corey, I think you're just trying to drum up controversy. I haven't heard any whispers about the champion having to defend against inferior competition.
Yeah, inferior competition? That's nuts. I'm willing to bet the champ started that rumor in an attempt to get into his opposition's head. Either that or Corey's just making stuff up, as you alluded to, Michael.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Military. Boom! I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. I can tell you guys that this arena sold out in record time, and a lot of that has to do with this match in the ring right now. This is easily one of the most anticipated title matches in recent memory. Spinebuster! And he lands the slam. Shoulder block.
Nice. Elias got out of there in the nick of time.
The challenger in some big trouble here. The champ might just have nothing left in his tank.
Let's remember, though, guys, his opponent doesn't seem to be in great shape either.
Side slam.
Nice.
That's what he was looking for, Michael. Absolutely punishing.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Sidewalk slam with authority.
Looks like another victory for the champ, Michael.
He's barking about something now. Shoulders down, this could be it. What a title defense. That match might go down as one of the best matches in WWE history.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner, and still Action Champion, Tank B.
And he picks up the win.
That was simply a case of one guy determined to prove his dominance over another.
Listen to this Detroit crowd. I think they're already ready for the rematch.
You showed up a few weeks ago on my show acting like you owned the place. You insult me and my wife and then cut every corner possible by creating your own title. Not to mention forcing Elias to compete with a random stipulation he wasn't prepared for. Well, I am sick of it. You want your match? You got it. My legitimate, illustrious title versus your second-rate imaginary title. At Hell in the Cell, we're done playing make-believe because I'm going to show you what it's like to live in the real world.
Buzz has his match with The Miz, so what's Kurt Angle doing out here?
I'm glad you two are finally going to face off, one-on-one. That's right, Maurice, Elias, and the Miztourage will be banned from ringside. And since Buzz's title is on the line, the match will be held under his title stipulations. Which means it will be a no DQ match.
We've been waiting a long time for this one. The championship is up for grabs right here, next. We have one of our breakout talents versus The Miz. Here we go. Buzz's title and the Intercontinental title are on the line tonight in a no DQ match at WWE Hell in a Cell.
Buzz has everything to gain and nothing to lose. His made-up title is absolutely meaningless.
If that's true, then why did Miz issue the challenge?
Because, like most of us, he was tired of Buzz's antics and thought this would shut him up for once and for all. Little did he know that thanks to our wonderful GM, he'd have to compete under Buzz's ridiculous rules.
Well, none of this would have happened if Miz hadn't weaseled his way out of an Intercontinental title defense. Nonetheless, that's all history, and certainly more history will be made tonight.
Guys, in a title match like this one, on a stage as big as the one we're on now, you have to wonder how much nerves will become a factor.
There's no coming back from that. Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent. Circling back to your earlier point, Corey, you have to think nerves will play a big part in this match, which I think favors the champion, especially considering how many times the champ's been in big-time matches like this.
I agree. The champ is used to the bright lights and bright stage. Dare I say, it's almost second nature at this point.
This kind of offense he's known for. Jeez. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to... Side slam.
Nice. Incredible. There may be no coming back from that slam, Cole. If you ask me, fellas, this championship match is among the most highly anticipated that we've seen in quite some time.
Executed perfectly. Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match. Like you, Corey, I've had this championship match on my radar for quite some time, and so far, I think it's safe to say that it hasn't disappointed. No. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Sidewalk slam with authority.
The Miz getting outclassed here tonight, guys.
There's a pin now. Yes! Takes it! These guys feel no love for each other. Here's another look.
Count yourselves lucky, people. You might watch WWE for years.
You're looking at the first ever superstar to simultaneously hold the Intercontinental title and, for lack of a better term, the Buzz title.
Yeah, his carry-on bag just got a little bit heavier.
Yeah, if I were the Miz, this match would be under protest. It should have never taken place under these rules.
Well, it did, and now we have a new champion. You can protest all you want, but it's not going to change what happened.
You did it! You finally shut up the Miz.
I don't know about that, but I did beat him and take his Intercontinental title.
That's good enough.
Thanks for helping me along the way. We make a pretty good team out there.
We did.
If you ever need someone to dress up in a ridiculous costume to send a message to one of your opponents, I'm your guy.
I'll remember that.
Hey, Sasha, you mind if I have a moment to talk business with the champ?
Yeah, no problem.
I was thinking about calling myself Champ Squared, actually, you know.
Yeah, about that. Not to put a damper on your big victory, but according to WWE regulations, you're only allowed to hold one singles title at a time. I could try to circumvent the rules and let you hold both, but Triple H would just force you to vacate one anyway.
You really know how to ruin a party.
I'm sorry. So which title would you like to keep? That had to be a tough decision. If it's any consolation, I'll give you the rest of the night to celebrate with both championships.
Thanks.